Hi everyone, it's Brandon at Westcott. Today I'm going to show you how to mount our new deep parabolic umbrella, the Zeppelin. This thing is a massive and amazing light modifier, and some people have had a few questions on how we set this thing up. So I'm going to go over those steps with you today to show how easy this really can be for you. Now, I've got an optional yoke over here. This is a heavy-duty yoke. It comes in a variety of different mounting options. The one I'm using today has the Bowens mounting option, but we've got plenty of different options depending on which strobe you are using. Now, the most important thing to do when setting up this Zeppelin is to lay it out flat. So I've laid the modifier out completely flat, and I've separated it in groups of 2 rods. So I've got groups of 2 all the way across. Now it's important to locate the zipper. It should be front and center. You've got your 2 rods on either side of the zipper portion, and that's important to locate these first, because if you want to use the internal mounting method, where you actually put a light stand up through the zipper and use the parabolic as a reflective unit, you need that zipper to be in that appropriate position. Now the next step I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take off my heavy-duty yoke, and I'm going to, with those 2 rods in hand, find the bottom 2 receptacles of the yoke. Once you've put in 2 of the rods, you'll go directly opposite on the yoke and put in the other 2 rods. Okay, so I've got the opposite 2 rods in my right hand. And I'm simply kind of going to flip this over. Now that I've got my first 2 rods in, it really makes the process much easier. So as you can see here, I've put in opposite facing rods. Now I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Some of these rods may get a little bit tangled. The easiest thing to do is take a couple seconds and take all the rods and put them on the outside of the yoke. Now it looks like it's kind of a spider web, it's tangled up. Don't worry, they'll all go in place eventually. The next step is to grab your collar of the unit, which is this piece, and this is going to go around the rear of the parabolic umbrella. Now the simplest way to do this is match up the blue lines on the collar with the blue lines on the box. So now we have our Zeppelin mounted with the rear collar in place. There's a few other pieces that are optional. We've got our outer diffusion panel that snaps right in via Velcro, and we've also got an inner diffusion panel. And this inner baffle snaps in, and I'll show you how we do that. And there's our inner baffle, and then we'll do the outer baffle now. All right, so again, this is our 35-inch Zeppelin, completely set up. It also comes in a 47-inch size and a 59-inch size. Now I will say the 2 things that make it a little bit easier, one, if you build this on the floor, it tends to be a little bit easier than setting it on a table. And then also, if you do go ahead and get the 59-inch version, I would call in a friend. It's a big, big modifier. It's about 2 feet larger than this one, so having a little help certainly would not hurt. So, for any other tips and information on the Zeppelin and all of our other products, make sure you visit westcottu.com, and we will have plenty of inspiration, pretty pictures, and other educational videos of not only this modifier, but many others. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next time.